Epictetus was a Greek philosopher associated with the Stoics, remembered for the religious tone of his teachings, which commended him to numerous early Christian thinkers. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Keep silence for the most part and speak only when you must, and then briefly. We should not moor a ship with 1 anchor, or our life with 1 hope. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. It takes more than just a good-looking body. You've got to have the heart and soul to go with it. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you desire to be good, begin by believing that you are wicked. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. If thy brother wrongs thee, remember not so much his wrongdoing, but more than ever that he is thy brother. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant. If one oversteps the bounds of moderation, the greatest pleasures cease to please. It is not he who reviles or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting. Whoever does not regard what he has as most ample wealth is unhappy, though he be master of the world. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. All religions must be tolerated, for every man must get to heaven in his own way. To accuse others for one's own misfortunes is a sign of want of education. To accuse oneself shows that one's education has begun. To accuse neither oneself nor others shows that one's education is complete. Do not seek to bring things to pass in accordance with your wishes, but wish for them as they are, and you will find them. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and then proceed to greater. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. We are not privy to the stories behind people's actions, so we should be patient with others and suspend judgment of them, recognizing the limits of our understanding. In prosperity, it is very easy to find a friend, but in adversity, it is the most difficult of all things. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Attach yourself to what is spiritually superior, regardless of what other people think or do. Hold to your true aspirations no matter what is going on around you. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control, and some things are not. Suffering arises from trying to control what is uncontrollable, or from neglecting what is within our power. Be careful whom you associate with. It is human to imitate the habits of those with whom we interact. We inadvertently adopt their interests, their opinions, their values, and their habit of interpreting events. It's time to stop being vague. If you wish to be an extraordinary person, if you wish to be wise, then you should explicitly identify the kind of person you aspire to become. A half-hearted spirit has no power. Tentative efforts lead to tentative outcomes. Average people enter into their endeavors headlong and without care. Nothing truly stops you, nothing truly holds you back, for your own will is always within your control. Sickness may challenge your body, but are you merely your body? Lameness may impede your legs, but you are not merely your legs. Your will is bigger than your legs. Your will needn't be affected by an incident unless you let it. Every difficulty in life presents us with an opportunity to turn inward and to invoke our own submerged inner resources. The trials we endure can and should introduce us to our strengths. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. I laugh at those who think they can damage me. They do not know who I am. They do not know what I think. They cannot even touch the things which are really mine and with which I live. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. It is our attitude toward events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible only if we fear it. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. We all carry the seeds of greatness within us, but we need an image as a point of focus in order that they may sprout. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. Never say you are alone, for you are not alone. Your God and your genius is within. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. To make anything a habit, do it. To not make it a habit, do not do it. To unmake a habit, do something else in place of it. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. You are not your body and hairstyle, but your capacity for choosing well. If your choices are beautiful, so too will you be. Who is your master? Anyone who has control over things upon which you've set your heart, or over things which you seek to avoid.